Welcome back to PacWest Magazine right here on OC16. Here's a feature story from Southern California.
Perhaps it shouldn't have been such a surprise that freshman Kelly Hardeman felt so comfortable when she hit the basketball court in her first season at Azusa Pacific University this year. Perhaps it shouldn't have been such a surprise that the 6-foot forward became one of the Cougars' leading scorers right from the get-go. The reasons for this come from Hardeman's family lineage. Her father was a top college basketball player himself, and her grandfather was a former collegiate head coach who coached most all of his Hardeman sons. One of those granddad Hardeman coached was C.J. Hardeman, Azusa Pacific University's veteran head women's coach, who led the Cougars to an NAIA national title back in 2011, and who also happens to be Kelly's uncle. Hardeman and Hardeman have become quite a story in Azusa this year.
She really distinguished herself in our conditioning, in our lifting, in our preseason by saying, hey, I'm going to be in that top group. I'm going to be in the top of the running. I'm going to shoot. She did work so hard that when it did become evident that she's really good, there was no question of, well, you're just playing because your uncle's the coach. It's like, you're playing because you're fast and quick, you can shoot and do all these things. But that was, she really had to earn that. But then there's also that trust that, I don't know, I think probably any parent or relative feels when one of your relatives is doing well. It's like, well, that's just a little special blessing on top of it all.
He's my uncle, and it's really good because without it, I don't know where I would be. It's been really fun. Definitely more fun than I expected. I didn't expect to be playing as much, and just it's really fun. I love my team so much, and it's fun playing in the PacWest, and we're starting to do a lot better, so it's really exciting.
You know, it's a blessing. It's, again, I never saw her play a high school game. I told my brother, hey, make sure you work on this. I saw her play a little bit this summer. She came back and played with her family and different things, but it's like, well, and Todd said, yeah, she definitely played. My dad was a college All-American at Westmont and is over there also and watched her. They all said, hey, she can play, she can play. And so I said, all right, I'll trust you guys. And boy, she really can play. We're excited to see that she's producing like she is as a freshman.
Kelly Hardeman was not highly recruited out of high school, primarily because she didn't play in the United States. Kelly was born and raised in the Philippines, where Coach CJ himself also lived for a great deal of his childhood, as their family were missionaries. Kelly shared a number of photos from growing up in the Philippines, thousands of miles away from where she would eventually go to college.
It was really a blessing. I think that I would have turned out very different if I hadn't grown up there. And just the people I was surrounded with and the community I was in was just really great. And my dad helped me with basketball and everything, and I had great coaches there too.
Well, my dad and mom went to the Philippines in 1958 when I was 2 years old, and they've been there ever since as missionaries. So I grew up there, Kelly's dad grew up there, I mean, our whole family grew up there. We all came back and played in college, and so it's just a little bit hard when you're in another country to have people see you here, but it was just a great experience to grow up in a country like that. It's just the same experience Kelly had, I had 30 years ago, you know, going to the same school, playing everything, so it's really neat to see that develop in her.
I lived an hour out of the main city, Manila. It's very, like, everyone's super hospitable, so like you can go to like anyone's house and they'll like cook big meals for you, and it's really great. They're super kind, and it's just really fun because they like are so interested in you and always want to talk to you wherever you are.
Living in the Philippines was a joy to the Hardemans, and they embraced every bit of the culture, including the food.
Balut was the main one. It's just like boiled chick, but that's what I ate. And also they like put pigs on like the skewer, and you just like eat it there, so like the head's there and it looks kind of nasty. So it's called lechon.
You know, she said balut, and I was saying I ate balut every night from about 2nd grade to 6th grade. Had no idea really what it was. Balut, for those of you that don't know, is a duck egg that at 21 or 22 days it hatches. At 20 they boil it, and then you just break it out and eat it. I've seen people lose fear factor, survivor, all kinds, because they can't eat it. I cried every night, and they have a guy walking down to goes, balut, balut, that's selling it. I was like, Mom, I want balut. When I came back later, I've been back there a couple times, and they go, TJ, you want some more balut? I'm That's okay. I had my fill when I was a little kid, but I think that's why I'm so healthy, though. I ate so much balut as a little kid.
From the Philippines to Azusa, California, the Hardemans are making a huge impact on their campus. And with Kelly Hardeman, don't be surprised if she becomes a major star in the PacWest over the next few years.